million if you're watching this, which you won't be, don't do that. It's just annoying. Oh, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope you're all doing super well. This was a coffee run, however, kind of. I'm lying a little bit. I've been to the charity shop as well, dropping off some stuff to the charity shop. How good am I? So, got some good news. I've, well, it's quite sad news as well. I've put the Triumph Daytona up for sale on eBay for spares or repair. Let's just get my sat nav going. So yeah, I put that up yesterday. By the time this video comes out, it probably would have run out by then. I've probably sold it. So it's been quite good so far. I've had a few bites on the yeah, for it. So it's good. Actually, it's quite interesting as well because I went out to the bike to check it over just to make sure, because obviously I haven't ridden it since it broke down. I was in hospital, so that was, you're looking at nearly 5-6 months ago now, and it started up on the 3rd attempt. I was quite impressed. I was expecting it to be completely dead, but it worked. It's still got the rattle, the death rattle. So yeah, sad, but it's got to go. I've got to go. I've got to sell it, unfortunately. It's one of those things. Check this out as well. Look at this. Look. This is my phone. I don't think I've showed this. This is my phone that I had on me at the time of the accident that I had in the car with my head on. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if it'll show it. So there's a slight kink in the phone where from the force of the accident. Not too sure if that's from the seatbelt or from the, well, because I broke all my ribs down this side. So yeah, it's pretty mad, isn't it? So yeah, I had to order a I wanted to give my old phone to my son, so I went on Vodafone and online, just out of the blue, ordered a new SIM, got the SIM. Do you think the SIM worked? Did it F? No, it didn't. Let's start the car, start the beast, and yeah, so I had to go into the shop in the end, and if anything, I'd recommend don't buy SIM onlys online, get it off the shop, because at least you're speaking to a human being and you get the issue resolved first time. So, and I actually saved myself a few quid as well, so now I can give the phone to my son now, which is good. Not that phone, another phone that I've got. Anyway, I've made a few notes. I want to have a little bit of a moan. It's not a rant, not a full-on rant, but a little bit of a moan about the following two motovloggers. Now, I love these two. I'm subscribed to their channels, and there isn't much content coming out at the minute because obviously it's winter, so not many people are putting stuff, but they are. And it's start off with $1 Million Bogan. He's a bit chalk and cheese, a bit Marmite, isn't he? People like him, people hate him. I love his channel, but his latest video that he posted,
red light camera ahead.
I know there's a speed camera ahead. His latest video that he posted, where he's only 5 minutes into it. He started off well, and then what does he do? Gets bogged in again, doesn't he? Now, I can understand if you're on your trip and you've got to go take that route. You've got to go off-road, you've got to take that route. But when you go deliberately, just go off-road down some shitty track and get yourself bogged in, and then spend the next 10 minutes, I think it was, I don't know, because what I did was I left it playing and I went up and made myself a cup of coffee. And I put it in the live chat comments at the time. Someone come back and said, "Oh, we'll turn it off then." I was like, "Well, dry your eyes, mate. You know what I mean? This is boring. It's boring." So I went off, made a cup of coffee, come back, and then he got himself bogged in on the side of the road, didn't he? And I had to get some people to help him out. So anyway, yeah. This particular time, I'm getting fed up with it. So yeah, I just had to turn off at that point, go off, make myself a cup of coffee, come back, see what he was doing, because it was just the same old stuff in a minute, and he's filming himself. It was just so narcissistical. I could understand, you know what I mean? I've got no sympathy for the bloke, because you've deliberately done it. I mean, I've done loads of off-roading in the military and that, and you don't deliberately get yourself bogged in, you know. If you can, you know, you try and avoid it if you can help it. If it happens, it happens, and then you get yourself out. That's good content, and then you get your sympathy. But doing it on purpose and then filming yourself, oh, fuck off. I'm not interested. So yeah, I went off and made myself a cup of coffee. And then the other thing that's proper gripping me at the minute that he keeps doing is dropping the bike as well. Now, I've dropped my bike in the past. I've been out on the Aprilia with my mate Bill, and I lost my footing. and the bike would tipped over, lost it. And it happens, and I've done it on the Kawasaki, come out, stalled it, nearly dropped it. But he does it on so many times, he's spinning me out. It's just like, I don't want to see you dropping it, because I don't want to see you dropping your lovely motorbike on its side and just trashing it. And I know he's short, and I know, you know, the bike is big, it's heavy, but he's low down to the ground at the end of the day. It's a bleeding Harley, it's a cruiser. I don't know, so yeah, it's starting to wear a bit thin, starting to get a little bit, yeah, especially that particular vlog. Normally, I love his vlogs, I love the way he does all the music and everything, but yeah, that one just, there was no need for it. Just stop doing it. $1 billion, if you're watching this, which you won't be, don't do that, it's just annoying. Next one was Freddie Dobbs, wasn't it? I don't know if anyone watches Freddie Dobbs, so it's quite funny with his missus. So he's got Honda, I don't know if Honda give him the DAX. He's got a Honda DAX, one of those little monkey bikes. And obviously he's going through the stats and saying, you know, 125s are the most popular. No shit, 125s are the most popular bikes. Have you seen the price of super bikes? 1000cc, but all new motorbikes, didn't they? Just ridiculously priced. Are you going to pay £20,000 for it? No, I'm not. I'm not even going to get it on finance. Screw you. So anyway, yeah, he's going on about that, and then, you know, how great it is. Now, they are fun, great little bikes. Would I own one? Probably not. They are a laugh. I'd ride one for a laugh, but no. If you're a kid, you're a 17-year-old, or, you know, you're just starting out on bikes, yeah, get yourself. But the thing is, they're underpowered and you don't have a big footprint on the road, and that's the worst thing, isn't it? If you haven't got the power to get yourself out of a situation, well, I like to have the power. Yeah, don't try and tell me it's great. And he looked an absolute numpty on that bike as well. Yeah, I know it can take two people, but yeah, fuck off. I wouldn't be riding that. He did though point out that the build quality on it was pretty shit, which was good. I think the paint was coming off the foot pegs and the brake peg, so I think they must be making them out in China or whatever. So if you're Honda's known for its, you know, its build quality, so that is quite poor really for doing that. And it ain't too badly priced either, £3.5 grand. I mean, that's about the same as what I paid for my KLV, which is second hand. But I wouldn't be buying one of those monkey bikes. So, and the other thing was, isn't it, he's got a, I don't know if you've seen the video, he's got a Land Rover. Now, from my experience, a Land Rover has been in the military for over nearly 30 years. Is, yeah, all right, they're great for off-road, great if you're in the military, you know what I mean, if you're in the sand or you're going off-road, up mountains, whatever. But on the road, no, they're just posers. It's just to say, oh, look at me, I've got a Land Rover at the end of the day, innit? They are shite, and he found that out when he tried to get it out the driveway and to do a 3-point turn. It was like watching Austin Powers, and he admitted that as well himself. I haven't actually seen him drive it in any of his videos yet, because I'm guessing he's probably got in it and realised just how shit they are for the road. They're noisy, uncomfortable, you don't even get that much space inside them. They're yeah, terrible. They're just converted 110s at the end of the day, or Wolves, aren't they? They're not very good vehicles for the road. I would not be buying a Land Rover for the road. If I lived on a farm, yeah baby, I'll be getting it, but not for on the road. So yeah, I thought I'd just get that little bit of a rant out. What did I put down in my notes? Because I wrote a load of notes because of the old memory. The other thing was, I can't ride the motorbike at the minute, so I've been playing a lot on the Xbox with the games. Now, if you play, I love the Forza games, pretty good. And the cars, they kind of like act like cars, you know what I mean? But they're not. You don't get the true experience. You get the vibration and everything. But the bike games, they're just so overcomplicated. The bikes don't act like bikes do for real. You have to, the way that the rider has to, when you're trying to control the rider and lean him over and everything, it's just yeah, it just makes the games are just practically unplayable. I've got Ride 4 and I've got the Isle of Man TT game, and the TT one isn't quite as bad. That's pretty playable, but the Ride 4 is just absolutely redonkulous. It's there's so many different controls on the control pad for like leaning the rider forward. At the end of the day, you just want to be able to, they should just treat the controls like you do with the car games, not having to worry about leaning the rider forward. You should just do that automatically. That's a given when you ride, you know what I mean? So yeah, I thought I'd just have a little bit of a moan about that. I think that's it really. Yeah, I think that is it. Yeah, so yeah, dropped off my charity stuff and yeah, did all of that, had my coffee. I'm loving this camera, it's brilliant. Very impressed with the GoPro. I've just got rid of my DJI Osmo Pocket because this and the 8 that I've got do everything that I need to do. It's brilliant. So on that being said, I'm going to end this vlog here. If you like the channel, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, it'd be amazing if you can subscribe to the channel. That was quite hard for me to say. And with that being said, that is Jim Diesel out. GoPro, turn off. It ain't doing it now, is it? GoPro, turn off. GoPro, off. GoPro, turn off. Nope, it ain't having it. What have I got to do? I've got to do that. GoPro, turn off. No, the voice ain't working. What bell end? I have to do it manually. Bye.